Afrobeat superstar Tiwa Savage, and Tiwa Savage has opened up about her initial reaction to one of her biggest hits from Mavin Records, Dorobucci. The singer admitted that she was far from impressed, I beg your pardon, when she first heard the track and thought it sounded terrible. Speaking during an interview, Tiwa revealed that Mavin Record founder Don Jazzy had played an earlier version of Dorobucci while they were in a hotel in Dubai for her wedding. She said, and I quote, don't you know that? She says, and I quote, yeah, most people don't know this, but Don Jazzy played Dorobucci in the hotel when we were in Dubai for my wedding. And honestly, I thought it was such a crap song, she confessed. However, her opinion changed drastically after returning to Nigeria and hearing the completed version of the track. When I got back to Nigeria, she said, and I got to the studio, and I heard the song that I heard him play in Dubai, I was flabbergasted. I was so angry, like I don't know because this had happened with Eminado too, and I did not like it, she said. The Somebody's Son crooner admitted that she was hesitant to join the recording and was the last Mavin artist to lay her verse, even as the label enthusiast embraced the song. I was the last person to record my verse because I was looking at everybody and I was like, do you guys really like this? She said. Despite her initial doubt, Dorobucci went on to become a massive hit across Africa, solidifying Mavin Records' dominance in the Afrobeat scene. Now, I'll come to you quickly. Have you ever done a job that you feel, okay, this thing is not good though, but then you send it outside and people are embracing it, the love, the support, the accolade that job is getting, that client, the excitement that job leaves on that client, leaves you to wonder, but I thought this was not, so this is actually not my best. This cannot be my best. This is not nowhere near what I am capable of doing. But yet, that particular thing that you just you did with such naivety or such carefreeness comes out to be the best. I would like to get your take on this. Have you ever been in such a situation?
Okay, I've been in. I'm just gonna cite 2 or 3 examples of this happening to me because it's rather funny when it happens. So the very first project I managed, it was in my expectation, or to my expectations, it was a disaster. Because some things were not as I deemed them to be in terms of good quality. Because I'm a very critical person. And it helps a lot of times, but my team gets tired of me very fast. Because that I can find flaws in projects very fast. Oh yeah, this is that. And they never spotted it, but all it takes is 1 second and I see it. So I was very critical. But then we presented the project to the client and he was just impressed. He was blown away and I was, what's happening here? This is not the same project that me and you are looking at. You are paying for this and you're impressed with this. Come on, there's more to achieve here. And that was just an example of case whereby you don't necessarily see the vision behind certain things, but when you give it out to others, they say. And another example more recently was I made a video and I uploaded it not online per se, but like just my WhatsApp audience.
Okay.
And for me it was just a cliche, my take on life kind of video where it was basically me stating that most of my career moves that have gotten me thus far in life were because of me helping others, It's just based on me wanting to help others and now granted me that experience. Project management, I got into it because my guy said to me, Nick, one day, he wants to start developing software, the project manager. I think the link I took the course, now I'm a project manager. It's to nobody benefit but mine. But I started out as a way to help, same with coming on your show. The first time I went to come on your show, I was so hesitant. I'm like, nah, what if I go and embarrass myself? But I was like, okay, if he texted me that he wants me on the show, it's like, let me at least be there. That's why I always try my best when you call me or just be there. Because that wanting to help you has not helped me. I cannot say, okay, I have experience in this, experience in that area. Similarly, I was an MC at a friend's convocation party. I was so, when I say I was fidgety, but then I got up there and I did it, and now I'm expecting the clip of it to come out recent soon so I can make some content of it. But I can now say, okay, I have experience, and I didn't just do the MC for him. I did the MC for his mom's convocation as well, where she did a PhD.
Wow.
So for 2 days in a row, I served as an MC for two big events that had large dignitaries because the family is well placed.
I mean, hope they paid you well though.
So it should. I mean, there was some. I didn't expect it, but my account shook.
I mean, come on now. I mean, that's more like it. Your account shook, and what would you say was the biggest lesson for you, actually? From all your experiences, what would you say was the biggest lesson for you?
From everything, what I would say has been the biggest takeaway is that sometimes you might you might not get the big picture. When I was approached to be the MC, I was worried about looking it, and I even suggested about 3 or 4 names that could, go ahead of me. But the family insisted, you have to do that. And now it's like, okay, I've learned. I know that, okay, I'm capable.
Yeah.
It's just beyond beyond the compensation. That's taught me that if I set my mind to it, because I did not want to flop, so I went on YouTube, started watching videos, ChatGPT giving me points and recommendations and event plan and schedule. So I had to keep all that in my head. And then when I got and practice, so that by the time I was on that stage, I didn't mess it up. So it taught me that I don't think there's much I can't accomplish. Genuinely right now, if I set my mind to something, I feel like with enough persistence, with enough learning, I will be able to accomplish it. So it taught me that I just reinforced my self-belief. That, okay, I am capable of handling a lot of things. I just need to put my mind to it and just be in tune.
And you don't need to think that you need to be so ready. I was reading something the other day. I've forgotten from what book exactly, but the author of the book said something that is striking. He said, whenever you think you are ready, you are late. Yeah, sometimes those opportunities come and you want to be the best, you want to give your best. Yes, it's always good to give your best at any given time, but don't make excuses and say, okay, no, I cannot do it because I'm not ready. I cannot do it because I'm not prepared. I cannot do it because of that. You just find flimsy excuses. I know there are sometimes I've also been in a situation because there was a time when there was a competition that I embarked on a long time ago where a very good friend and a brother, PJ, once told me about a competition. It's a singing competition. I sing intermittently, it's not something serious actually. So a lot of people don't even know that about me. So
I was not informed of that.
I mean, so thank you very much for not being informed. So it was a Monday. But the previous day was a Sunday, and I was in church, and I led 1 or 2 sessions. And on Monday, I needed to rest. Yeah, but there was this competition that my guy told me, register for this competition. I know I was tired. Yeah, I went there. I went to that competition that day. I think I met who else? Shegu Aniye also was a guy. I know you. You were good. Good, do this thing. And guess what? I went to do it. It was okay, but it was basic. But guess what? I tried. I got noticed. I got people who liked what I did. I built connections. So beyond just going to do things, there are also other benefits. You doing your event, the MC of that event. There are people that would be, okay, I like this guy. Next time when they are having an event, even if they don't know how to reach you directly, they know who to talk to get in touch with you. So most times when young people think they need to get ready, they need to be so prepared. They need to be so prepared. They need to or less, except what they are putting out is 100%. They don't put it out, and that's a very huge mistake if you ask me. So as young people, please, whatever it is that you're doing, it's your story. Those imperfections, yes, they are all that makes you human, actually. But before we move on, I would like to know if you have any advice for any young one who think, okay, they must be perfect before they do anything or they pursue anything in life. What would your advice to them be?
I feel advice on this would be a bit hypocritical coming from me because actually you've known me enough to know that I kind of, usually tend to apply that in my life. Whether be it project, speak, the radio career, whatever it may be, I tend to apply that. So like I said, I don't really give advice because let's not go and feel for you and then
you have said that like 10,000 times, I'm sure. Right now.
Exactly. I like to give opinions, and this is an opinion that I hope I myself will listen to.
Yeah.
You don't have to be 100% of the time. Sometimes your 50% is just for somebody else out there needs. And it comes to mind because of that one person that reacted to the video I posted. And he saw me in school. A bunch of people reacted and were like, wow, this is amazing. But that guy came to me, saw me in school, and he said, okay, what you said changed my life.
Whoa.
I thought he was being dramatic. Yeah, I felt he was being dramatic, but because it was barely 2 days after I posted it. How did your life change in 2 days? But he explained, he was like, usually when I do things, I always try to look for myself first. I always try to look out for myself first. I always try to do things from a perspective of what am I going to benefit? I'm making sure that what I benefit outweighs whatever the other person can benefit.
Yeah.
And because of that, he joined that. He's gonna have a lot of opportunities to do a lot of things. But because he listens to that video, now he's gonna approach this thing from a mindset of, okay, how can I help this person in a way that I benefit, but not in a parasitic relationship? It's a mutually beneficial kind of thing, not that I have to be ahead and the other person has to be below me. He now approaches things from a place of, okay, how do we both benefit? How do I make this person's life easier and then learn something from this? It might not always be financial compensation, it might be career-wise. When I started project management, I was burning data every day trying to learn something for 6 months. And there was even a problem my dad was like, oh, yeah, this one they are spending data every day. You're on a meeting, you're on this, you're taking a class. What's going to come out of it? But then, somewhere 6 months down the line, I told myself, within 6 months, I'll get clients. We'll get a client, and somehow the stars just aligned. June 2024, got a client, and I was able to upgrade some of my devices, get some more things, do some nice things for like my family. So it's and it's one thing I didn't necessarily just start well with money, because I understand that we need money because everything is tight right now. But sometimes what you do, you might not expect something to come of it. But down the line, financial benefits will come. So you just have to be smart about it.